and welcome to Over 50 So What? This show is all about approaching the third age, sometimes called the golden age, the period of life leading into retirement when the kids have left home. But what about the fourth age? Here we may start to experience significant physical, social and cognitive decline, leading to a loss of independence. Today we're discussing ageing in place at Balwyn Evergreen and ways to keep ourselves and our loved ones active and engaged as we enter our fourth age. Are you single and find it hard to find people to go out with or travel with? In the show today, we chat to Kathy from Steppin' Out Events, designed for singles over 40. And don't forget to move and energise yourself with our 5-minute fitness segment. Let's get into it. The Sigma study shows that social isolation is as damaging to your health as smoking a packet of cigarettes every day. If you can't drive anymore, you've got limited mobility, maybe some cognitive decline. All of these factors can make it harder to stay socially connected. Well, there is some great news. Balwyn Evergreen has a variety of programs for all levels of ability and mobility. And they have supported lifestyle programs for the over 65s. Hi Raymond, it's great to see you again.
Great to see you, Carol. How are you?
I'm fantastic, and your new cafe is fantastic as well.
Oh, yes. It took a little while to get here with the refurbishments and everything, but it's finally happened.
Now, as exercise program coordinator, can you just give us a snapshot for people who aren't aware of the different kinds of fitness programs you've got?
Sure. So we do have a range, variety. So we go from gentle, very gentle seated exercises for those out of rehab or those with, some sort of injury, maybe chronic condition that might stop them from standing constantly, all the way up to very active programs such as exercise to music, which is aerobics, and standing strength exercises, and we also do have Pilates and Tai Chi, and we also have meditation as well, so a few niche programs in there as well.
So you cater for a great range of ages, mobility and also cognitive ability. Can you talk us through how you cater for that great range?
We do have the more, like I said, the active programs that we have, and so that is great for those that are, still quite fit, sprightly. And we like to do something called ageing in place, where if your condition changes either physically or cognitively, you can still come here to Balwyn Evergreen. You don't have to go elsewhere. Another environment, new staff, new people. Some people get quite anxious, especially once they've integrated themselves into like our community. If people do have cognitive decline, we do have slower and simpler exercises that are easier to follow. So even our gentle exercises, the moves are simple, easy to follow. However, if physically they're still quite active, then they can still follow the moves with modifications. They could stand, and the instructor, such as myself, can give them, for example, while seated, they can do side steps while seated. However, we can tell them, hey, you can do this move standing up by doing side lunges instead. So simple exercises, easy to follow with clear instructions. So that would be definitely the best class for those with dementia and other forms of cognitive decline, yes.
So how does someone get into a program? It's now called the Supported Lifestyle Program.
Yes.
So you're over 65, maybe you or a loved one has some mild cognitive decline. Can you tell us about the process of getting enrolled in the program?
The first step would definitely be contacting My Aged Care, which is a federal government agency, and they send out referrals to providers such as ourselves. Well, firstly, there'll be an assessment at your home, so a cognitive physical, an assessment of the home environment, and then an assessment summary will be written up, and then a referral will be sent out to organisations such as ourselves. And then from there, we're able to contact you and see if you're interested in coming in, trying out the program. And also on top of that, with the referral, you do get a bit of a discount as well. Also, that is the gateway to the Support at Home program. And what that is, it's a lump sum of money to help you stay at home and to spend on programs such as the Supported Lifestyle program, but also any home maintenance or anything else to help you stay independent and stay at home.
Now you've got a diverse range of clients. You've got some that are still driving that come here for the fitness classes and other activities. Then you've got your pickup with the driver will pick them up if they're not so mobile.
Yep.
You've got, I think last time I was here I met someone 102.
Yep.
So you've got a big age range.
We do.
Now you run lots of programs. Can you just give us a run through of the programs, because now they can come into the cafe before and after they do the program.
Yes, and the clients are starting to get used to that and are enjoying it. We do have a bit of a queue to the coffee machine. All of our activities involve socialisation, and the way that we socialise at Balwyn Evergreen is we feed and we water, or caffeinate. So after all of our exercise programs, after all of our programs, it involves an opportunity for the participants to socialise, come and have a coffee with their group. So it's not just socialising with their class or exercise class that they were doing, but with anybody who happens to be in here as well. It's a bit more, I guess, a bit more relaxed, a bit more what people are used to when they're chatting to their friends in a real life cafe situation.
Fantastic. I mean, I love the idea of getting everyone out of their house and getting that social connection, and it's already been proven the value of that for the health.
Yep, absolutely. I think the statistics were loneliness in terms of health outcomes is the equivalent of something like a packet or 15 cigarettes a day. It's not just your mental health, it is also your physical health, and it has an impact. And as people get older and their mobility starts to decline a little bit, or their partner passes away, their husband, wife, spouse, a whole heap of different things that happen as we age, and the response is you end up trapped in your home. It's like, oh, it's too hard to get out, I can't drive anymore, or it's really difficult for me to walk down the street. So that's where we come in, and we do provide transport, and so there's no excuse not to get out of your house and come in and participate in one of our activities and not feel lonely. Even just sitting here in our beautiful cafe where we are at the moment, Carol, there's always something going on. There's always something. We're a very, very busy centre. Even if you're just sitting here trying to read a book quietly, somebody will come and chat to you. So it is that social engagement, staying part of your community, staying engaged with your community, and the health benefits of those and preventing loneliness is evidence-based.
Now, to finish off with, if someone's watching today who's thinking they might like to come along themselves and join a program, whether it's a fitness program or another activity, and they can't drive, what do you suggest?
I suggest if they're online, go online and send a contact through, or just pick up the phone and give us a call, and we can answer all of your questions. We can book you in. We will come out and do some assessments on you to see whether you can access any of the government supports. We do a little bit of a medical assessment as well to make sure that we know what we need to know to make sure you're safe. But we can pick you up in our bus and bring you into any of our activities. All of our exercise programs, if it is your first class, it's free. So we let people trial before they commit. And a commitment really is not an actual commitment. You can come and go as you please. There isn't any prepayments or registration or anything like that. You just pay as you go. And if you want to come this week, you can come along. And if you don't want to come this week, then you don't have to.
Well, thanks so much for your time today. And thanks for the coffee from the new coffee machine in the new Connections Cafe. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
to fabulous Faye. If you're not quite so mobile, just follow Faye. We're going to take an easy walk. Looks like this. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward. You regulars will know what an easy walk is. You newbies, this is an easy walk. So when I say easy walk, forward, forward, back, back. Now we add some hands. Up and down. That's it. Down. 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 You're going to feel so much better after doing this. It's a great day. What are you laughing at? It's a great day. The rain has stopped. Okay, hold it there. Now we're going to do what's called a hamstring curl. We're going to take the foot up to the back side. We do 2 each side. So I'll show you sideways. So try and get the heel up to the bottom. Now do a bicep. That's it. Just watch me roll down the hill. All right, now we're going to do a single. Single. Still kicking up that foot to the bottom. Now, skating. Skating. Like you're skating on the ice in the Olympics. Racing down. If you want to make noises, that's very healthy too. All right. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, take your legs apart wherever you're comfortable for a squat. We go down. Just take it as deep as you're comfortable with. Just make sure your bottom is higher than your knees. We go down, down. Bit of a hitch there. Bit of creative choreography. Good quad strength is great for preventing falls. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go for a walk. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3, clap. That's it. Now we bring it forward and back. Yes. Now we're going to roll your hands and roll. That's it. See, you can do it sitting in a chair. You can do it anywhere. Now we're going to roll the arms up and down. That's it. Just work within your own level. Make the steps smaller if you're not so fit, or do it on the spot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Okay, easy walk. Do you remember what it was? Down. That's it. Would you believe your 5 minutes is over? How easy was that? one of the many singles events which run all around Melbourne, Geelong and regional Victoria. And the great news is they're designed for single people 40 and upwards. They really look after you if you come on your own, and you get to make lots of new friends. Hi Kathy, we're at the Sandbelt now, which is in Moorabbin. Can you tell us, where do you run events around Victoria?
This is one of our regular ones we're really super excited about. They have been amazing here at the Sandbelt Hotel because we also have the pre-dinner and we have the accommodation every 6 weeks, but we actually run them all over Victoria, Carol. So we do a lot in the city of our rooftop bars for 6 months of the year, and then we tend to go inside. We've got one coming up in Dramana at one of the wineries. Mount Eliza was one of our regulars.
So you go northwest Geelong and then you're going down Gippsland Way too?
We are, down Gippsland. We've got eastern suburbs. We'll have some feature events that anybody can come to, and we'll have some regular events, and we will try to spread them out a little bit so people can meet people from their area, which is lovely.
So tell us about these feature events. They're about once a month, is that right?
That's correct. So once a month we try to do something a little bit different. In February we'll actually have another boat cruise, but it's actually going to be a domestic one, so it'll be leaving from Docklands and it'll be for Valentine's Day.
And then you have New Year's Eve, which I was at the Chelsea Yacht Club. Very nice.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's right on the water at the beautiful Chelsea Yacht Club. Watching the fireworks go throughout the city was pretty amazing. We will have Gatsby Party, White Nights.
Most of your regular events is very casual. You can just dress casual. Some people like dressing up, some people like to be casual. So the regular ones are casual, but the feature events are more for dressy, aren't they?
Look, they are. We say dress to impress. So the regular ones, look, you can wear jeans. Some people aren't comfortable in jeans. Some people are just comfortable in pants. It's really wearing what you feel comfortable in. Our feature ones, they are a little bit more dressy. Again, some gentlemen come in full suits, if they're used to wearing full suits, and some just in a nice pair of slacks and, a nice top.
Now tell us a bit more about the icebreakers. People are a bit nervous about going up to strangers and chatting to them. So how do you encourage them to talk to people they don't know?
Yeah, look, 100%. It's not like when you're kids and you're in a playground and you run back to your parents and go, I've made my best friend. Like, it is hard and it is daunting to try and, work out those first questions. I mean, the good thing is everybody in the room, nobody's married, so you're not going to get told off by a wife or something like that if you go up and speak to a gentleman. But the icebreakers, we have everything from games, like giant Jenga and everything, just have a bit of a laugh. Nothing too daunting, nothing really personal. They're literally just that, just to break the ice.
So if someone's coming on their own and they're very nervous, what happens to a new person when they come in the door?
A couple of things they can do. Some people ring us beforehand or email us. If they're on Facebook, they might send us a little message going, I'm super nervous, and I will note that down. But we also have hosts at the door that can kind of talk and meet you and do introductions. And we have a meet and greet table that people in exactly the same similar boat that are really nervous as well, you can actually meet them and have a bit of a chat to them.
So Andrew, I hear this is your very first stepping out.
It absolutely is, yes, thank you.
And how did you find out about it?
I was invited by friends and I think they enjoy themselves when they come, and I'm looking forward to having a good night.
So have you been, as a bit of a personal question, have you been single for a while? Or
I have been single for quite a while. I was divorced about 10 years ago, so I've been out going to places, and it's nice to meet people who are like-minded. I think it seems like a good environment, so yeah, happy to be here.
So what would you say to other blokes sitting at home about why they should get out and come along, listen to some live music, meet some new friends?
Well, I think friends tried texting and tried online stuff, but I'm always been a face-to-face person, and I think coming out and meeting someone face-to-face, dancing, having a drink, enjoying other people's company is the best way to try and meet someone. So hopefully that's what we can do.
And how good are you on the dance floor?
Oh, no, a shuffler, but I'll give it my best go. The 80s are the best era for me, but we'll see what sort of music we can come up with later on. So we'll give it a crack.
All right, so you're going to give it a crack. So, well, good luck for your very, very first one. I'm sure you'll be back.
Thank you very much, and I'm sure I will be, because there's great people I've already met. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
You can bring a wing person if that may not be single.
Yeah, look, 100%, especially your first one, you're coming solo by yourself, you don't have any other singles to come with, you can bring a wing person that isn't single to get you over the door, to get you in the door.
Get you in the door, that's right. So what would you say to people at home who are a bit nervous about coming?
Very, very normal, 100%. I get so many emails, messages, phone calls every single week from people that are incredibly nervous, get very anxious, don't know what to wear, sometimes is one of those hurdles, don't know what will happen, and we try really hard to run through and let them know what happens. We've got videos, YouTube, so you can have a look and see what our event's about. But look, just give it a go, just come along, I promise you won't be not satisfied.
Well, I think the big thing about it is it's a social group.
We are a social group, we're a friendship group, we're the only one in Victoria, exclusive for singles over 40s. And people go, oh, I'm too old, I'm 60, I'm like, you serious? I said, our oldest, I think, our oldest gentleman at the moment's 87, so, he's a very young 87. But yeah, definitely this group is for you.
Hi Becky, this is Over 50 So What, and I think you might be over 50.
I certainly am, Carol. I'm actually turning 60 this year.
Well, time for a really big party.
60 years young, absolutely.
Now, you've been single for a while and coming to a few singles events?
I certainly have. I've been single now for nearly 10 years and I'm actually quite happily single at this stage. And I've been coming to these over 40 style events for maybe 5-6 years.
And how did you hear about them in the beginning?
Online, probably initially, and I did some speed dating and those kind of events, and then found for me they're great for some people, but they weren't for me. So I love socialising, I love having a dance and a laugh. So when I found these events, the stepping out events, it fit me.
So when you came for the first time, were you a bit nervous? What happened?
A little bit, because I'm, on my own and single and I don't quite know what's going to happen. But when I came, I found people were really easy to talk to, and you just get on the dance floor and someone would smile at you, and then the next minute you're dancing with a group of people. So I just went, wow, this is really cool.
Look, if you're newly single or unfortunately a recent widow, this group is actually for you. You'll find lots of similar people in the same boat. We know you're nervous, we know you're anxious. I actually started this group because I missed a lot of events when I first became a single lady. I simply had no one to go with and I was just too nervous to walk through the door. One of the reasons why I started this group, so this is going to be your new friendship group. Come on down and meet us and we'll make it a really night to remember.
Thanks for your company. Today, we've learnt some great ideas for ourselves, our friends and our loved ones. For more information on ageing in place, contact Balwyn Evergreen or My Aged Care. Plus, start stepping out and making new friends with stepping out events. We look forward to connecting through Facebook, Insta and YouTube. And if you're after replays or more 5-minute fitness routines, go to the website or YouTube, Over 50 So What. Remember, if your kids have moved out and you're moving into retirement, this is your golden age. So make the most of it. I'm Carol, the positive aging warrior.